What's up, YouTube? Coach Jim back with another round of busting cards, and today we are hitting it with round 2 of our chase for Montana. And you may remember a few weeks ago, I did a box of this and gave the story of how I've got the autograph picture hanging on my wall. And that autograph picture is a replica of this card right here, which was found in 1991 Upper Deck. And they came out with a subset that year of Football Heroes for Montana. And at one point, I had the whole set, but I've lost the whole set. So I figured, why not find some boxes that were left over from 1991 unopened, open those packs, and see if I can put this set back together. So I'm only missing a couple. I've got 1, 3, 4, 5, 7, and 9. So I'm looking for 2, 6, 8, and then there's a header card that I'll hope to find in here as well. Now, if we get lucky, there were 2,500 of these cards autographed. So there's going to be an autograph floating around somewhere. Hopefully it's in one of the boxes I've got. I doubt it, but man, if it was, that would be off the charts. So we're going to get to ripping here. And these boxes, like I said, are from 1991, and we're going to get 12 cards per pack. And there's a bunch of packs. So I'm probably going to skip through some of the base. It'll bring back a lot of memories for some of you guys who were watching football way back in 1991. And some of you are thinking, man, I wasn't even born in 1991. But you'll get a chance to see what the old school cards look like and what I was collecting way back in the day. But a lot of fun. But I'll roll through some of the base and we'll just look for some of those inserts. There are some cool things in these packs, like some old school holographic cards, and I think they were game breaker holograms is what they were, but there's some cool checklists and holograms and some different things like that. So let's kick this box off, and this pack seems to be half backwards, half upside down, so that's interesting. Here is part of the base set up, so you can see Bill Brooks. And you've got some landscape cards and some horizontal cards. And there's the back of the setup there. So Gary Anderson, Tommy Hodson, Robert Blackman. We've got a Phoenix Cardinal, the collector's choice. And this was kind of cool. These little graphic cards, artist cards, if you will. Phoenix Cardinals, and they give you the team checklist of who's in the set. So you can see all the players there. So you could go in and check off by team who you were collecting. Johnny Holland. These, man, are turned all kinds of different ways. I don't remember them being like this. Thane Gash. Broderick Thomas. There's some more base there. And we've got an MVP, team MVP for Wayne Haddix. I'm going to look through the cards and find out the inserts, and like I said, we'll just continue skipping through some of the base. But there's a checklist. So we've got a collector's choice, and that's Anthony Miller, San Diego Chargers checklist. Put that over there. Man, these cards bring back some memories. Sterling Sharp. Sterling was a monster in the day. Ricky Sanders. John L. Williams. Martin Super Duper, part of the Mark and Mark team down in the Dolphins, down in Miami. There's the man. Team MVP for Mr. Jerry Rice. Flipper Anderson, Morton Anderson. And met him at the Hall of Fame for his induction. That was pretty cool. Gil Bird, Bobby Humphrey. Here's our collector's choice. Chiefs fans will recognize Derek Thomas. Monster up front. Bernie Blades, Otis Anderson. Let's see. Man, there's no pattern to how these cards are flipped around. Mike Munchak. There's an Anthony Miller team MVP. So we got the Anthony Miller Artist Choice, Collector's Choice, and the Anthony Miller MVP card. Pretty cool. Carnell Lake. Jerry Robinson. Tim Harris. Roger Craig. Go Niners. Collector's Choice. Some of you guys may recognize him. Jeff George. He had a cannon of an arm. Kevin Green, the sack master. Cortez Kennedy. Hassan Jones. Dan Marino. Collector's Choice. Great looking card there. There we go. Turn these around. Vince Newsom. Vince Buck. Steve Atwater. And Rod Woodson, team MVP for your Steelers. Still looking for our Football Heroes set. Haven't found any yet in our first handful of packs. Let's see. Turn these around and backwards and upside down and all kinds of things. Mike Singletary, Samurai. Johnny Holland, Icky Woods, do the Icky Shuffle. Troy started his career way back in the day, winning Super Bowls for the Cowboys. Jim Everett, Dwayne Harper, Floyd Dixon. And I know I'm missing a bunch of stuff in here. Like, there's some pretty cool rookie cards and from 91. If you see a Brett Favre, that'd be cool. That was Brett Favre's rookie year. I think if I remember correctly, Brett Favre's rookie is, and this set is, I think, him sitting on the bench with a the headphones in or on. Collector's Choice. And that's going to be Randall Cunningham. Run and gun, baby. Derek Thomas. Don Griffin. Go Niners. Ricky Sanders. There's Randall Cunningham's actual card. Ernest Givens. Chris Dolman. He was a beast. We got a team MVP for Randall Cunningham. So that was a Randall Cunningham pack. Randall Cunningham Collector's Choice Checklist, Randall Cunningham Team MVP, and Randall Cunningham Base Card all came out of one pack. Let's see. There's a Team MVP for Dennis Byrd and the JETS, Jets. Prime time. Dion when he played for the Atlanta Falcons. Still looking for first Kevin Fagan 49er card. Go Niners. And then we've got Flash 80. Artist rendition of Mr. Jerry Rice. Go Niners. And that's the 49er checklist. So we're racking up some of the artist rendition cards, which are really cool. Sean Jones, Tony Mandridge, another Roger Craig. Go Niners. Reggie White. He was a monster. And then we got our Otis Anderson Team MVP card. Second stack of packs, I should say. And let's see, there's our first Heroes card. We've already got this one, so that is number 1 in the Heroes set. John Giesick, star rookie, Charles McRae. Put him back in the rookie pile. Neil Smith. Neil Smith was a monster. Steve Christie. Fred Strickland. Paul Farron and Anthony Thompson. So lots and lots of base. Still looking for some of those star rookies. Still looking for checklist cards and Michael Carter. Go Niners. Niners were a popular team in the 80s. In the 80s and 90s, we had lots and lots of cards, unlike today. Hopefully that's about to change. We got a star rookie, Dan McGuire. Chris Spielman. Sammy Smith. Jim Everett. Jim Everett was I think an underrated quarterback in some sense. Played really well for a number of years while he was in the league. Tim Worley, Mark Super Duper. Let's see, I think most of these look like they're turned backwards. Mike Babb. Jacob Green, Reggie Cobb, Derek Thomas again, Dave Craig, star rookie Mike Pritchard. We got Kevin Martin, Dave Waymer, Go Niners, Bart Oates, Chris Singleton, Johnny Johnson. Chip Lowmiller. There's another one. We've got Football Heroes 1981, A Star is Born, and that is card number 2. So that is one of the ones that we were looking for. So we'll put that in where it belongs. So now we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, just missing 6 and 8. Missing 6 and 8. So hopefully we'll find that in this box. That would be absolutely incredible. We got a star rookie. Look at that. Ricky Waters. That's an awesome, awesome hit for me. Personal card, personal PC. Loved watching Ricky Waters play. Very cool. We got John Williams. Marcus Allen. Doing the Marcus Allen and leaping over people. We got Rodney Peete, Tony Page, Dan Marino, Dan the Man. So overall, I think this is a successful rip for me. I've got a couple of great Niner cards, a couple of star rookies. Got already picked up one of the inset, Montana inset that I'm chasing that I didn't have, so that's a good thing. John Elliott, Terrence Mathis, Matt Millen. Now, see, that's when football was football and men were men. You know, we played in blood, sweat, and tears. They didn't have to pull you off just because you got a nick on your finger. That might be his blood. It might be somebody else's blood, but maybe they were playing ball. Aerial threats, Montana to Rice. I don't think it gets much better than that combination right there. And we got a Chris Zorich rookies. Warren Moon, Tim Rosenbach, Emmett Smith, Dwight Stone, and the monster, Lawrence Taylor. I see a berry. It's always a good way to start a pack. Taking a little bit longer to turn all of these cards this way and that way, man. I thought Panini struggled, but it looks like Upper Deck did too back in the day. Darryl Tolley, Randall McDaniel, Ronnie Lipton. We got an aerial threat, and that is going to be Dan Marino to Mark Clayton. Put that back in the inserts. Browning Nagelstar rookie. Leslie O'Neal, Andre Rison, Jerry Ball, and Barry Sanders. Man, I love these old cards. These are just great looking cards. Good stock. Aerial threat. And there we go. David Little. Dave Meggett, David Wim, Rodney Hampton, Hayward Jeffries, Bruce Smith, and there he is. There's the man. Rookies, Brett Favre. That's what I was thinking. Him sitting on the bench with the headset on. Super cool card there. Back when he played for the Falcons. Didn't do much with Atlanta, got traded off to Green Bay and became the hero of heroes. You guys know him. Aerial threats. We got Warren Moon and Drew Hill. Oh, we'll put that back. Back, James Hasty, Richard Johnson, E.J. Jr. 2 more packs in this stack. Jay Schrader, Al Noga, Ronald Donaldson. Aerial threats. We've got Steve DeBerg and Stephon Page. DeBerg was such a tough quarterback, man. He was all nails. Wesley Carroll, the rookies. Yeah, let's see. Richard Johnson, Andre Ware. Lee Williams, Irvin Fryer, Eugene Lockhart, Dave Craig, and Mark Clayton. Last pack in this stack, and we'll move on to our next. Yeah, turn these around and over and backwards. Ken O'Brien, Neil Anderson, Al Toon, Steve Atwater, Ronnie Harmon, the Collectors, LT. There's an artist rendition for Lawrence Taylor, Giants Checklist. Brett Perriman, Leslie O'Neal, Irv Pankey, and Bruce Hill. Stack number 3. One more stack after this. Let's see what we can find. Steve DeBerg, finger all taped up. This is he finished out the season, I think even made it into the playoffs, deep into the run with a pin sticking out of his pinky as he broke his finger in multiple places, had surgery, came back 2 weeks later all wrapped up with the pin still hanging out of his tip of his finger and played football. That's just a tough, tough man right there. Sean Lundetta, Steve Tasker, Ernest Biner, and there is another Jeff George. checklist. We got the rookies, Mark Dumas, Dexter Carter, Go Niners. We got an MVP, Thurman Thomas, another Marcus Allen. So looking to see if we can hit another of the Montana collection that we don't have yet. Haven't found it yet. There's a rookies checklist. There we go. Turn these all around the right way. Anthony Miller. There's a team MVP for Neil Anderson. Johnny Johnson. There's an Eric Bieniemy. Star Rookies. Another Troy Aikman. Artist checklist. Howie Long. We got a 200 checklist. And another 300 checklist. So there we go. Jim Richter. And Ray Donaldson. Man, these cards are just all over the place. There we go. Keith Jackson. Got an MVP for Boomer Esiason. And we've got the Star Rookie checklist. Pretty cool there. Got another Marino. Artist card, Dolphins checklist. Ed White, Freddie Joe Nunn, Steve Young, Go Niners. Nice young card there. Wes Hopkins, EJ Jr. Irvin Randall, Jim Breach, Farrell Edmonds, Jim Lachey, Michael Irvin, William the Fridge, Perry, another checklist, Albert Lewis, team MVP for Eric Metcalf, and Anthony Thompson. Got a Niner, it looks like right on the back, we got a team captains checklist. Team MVP checklist, I should say. It's a nice card there. I'll put that back with the team MVPs. Team MVP, Emmitt Smith. Nice little pickup there. We got a Herschel. It's going to be the artist rendition in this pack. Herschel Walker, Minnesota Vikings checklist. Tom Rathman. Got his autos sitting right back there in the mirror collection. Tom Rathman. Go Niners. One of my favorite fullbacks of all time. One of my favorite Niners of all time. Mike Jackson, Roy Green, Louis Billups, Willie Gault, and another Matt Millen. 2 more packs, I think, in this stack. 3 more packs in this stack. And we're on to the last. Still looking for some more of the Montana checklist cards, or insert cards, I should say. There we go. Clyde Simmons, Bobby Humphrey, team MVP, and back-to-back team MVPs with Andre Rison. Rod Woodson, Collector's Choice Artist Rendition. John Offerman, Martin Mayhem, Keith McCants, and Chris Singleton. Cards all over the place in this setup. Dennis Bird, Burt Grossman. We got John L. That's John L. Williams from Seattle. Artist rendition. Merrill Hodge, Barry Sanders, team MVP. Back-to-back with Thurman Thomas, MVP. 2 monster running backs back in the day. Tim Brown, Neil Smith, or Ben Smith, Isaac Holt. Tony's, and then Michael Carter. Go Niners. And we've got team MVP, Neil Anderson. With another team MVP, Sterling Sharp. Ricky Proel, Collector's Choice. Artist rendition, New Orleans Saints, Morton Anderson. Willie White. Rod Woodson. Wes Hopkins. Bruce Matthews. We've got Mark Carrier. That's going to be season leaders. Interception leader. That's not a bad little card there. I'll put that over with the aerial threats. Keith Sims, Mark Bolts. Last pack in the 3rd stack, and then we'll bust open the last stack of cards. Or stack of packs, I should say. And we got Tim McDonald. We got a Warren Moon MVP. Back-to-back with another Boomer Esiason MVP. And behind that, we've got the artist rendition of none other than Art Monk for the Washington Redskins. And we've got our base cards. We got a season leaders, Nick Lowry. And I think that's scoring leader. And then we've got Jerry Gray, Ron Hall, Eddie Brown, Kevin Ross, and another Michael Irvin. So last stack of packs. Hopefully find us another card in the Montana series. We've only found one in this box, which was interesting. We found so many in the first box we opened. So we'll see if we can find some more here coming up. Let's turn these cards so it's easier to navigate. And we got Ken Norton, Brad Muster, Burt Grossman, Brian Hinkle, Jarvis Williams, Louis Lips. I always thought he had such a cool name, Louis Lips. Albert Bentley, team MVP. Eric Metcalf, team MVP. And we got our artist rendition, Jim Everett for the Rams. David Fulcher, and then season leaders, Derek Thomas, and that's going to be sack leaders. And let's see. All the cards were backwards except for the last one. Tony Bennett, Courtney Hall, Eddie Brown, Rod Bernstein, Art Monk, Tommy Kane. We got Randall Cunningham, artist rendition again. We got another Roger Craig, Go Niners. We got another team MVP, Randall Cunningham. I think that's what happened last time. Team MVP, Henry Ellard. We got Charles Haley in the right uniform. All you Cowboy fans that want to claim it, that's where he started, guys. He's a monster for both teams, but that's the right uniform right there. And then Don Griffin. So finished up on 2 49er cards. Not a bad way to wrap up a pack. And we got Dan Marino, team MVP. We've got Johnny Johnson, team MVP. Steve Atwater, another Marino artist proof. Racking up the artist proofs here. Pat Beach. And let's see. What's the best way to get there? We go. Turn those two. Ray Agnew, Dwayne Harper, Audrey Bruce, Wade Wilson, Brad Muster, Brian Noble, and John Elway. we go. Icky Woods. Rod Woodson, Team MVP. Right behind him, Anthony Carter, Team MVP. And we got another artist rendition for Troy Aikman. Mark Murphy, Anthony Munoz. Eugene Robinson, Dexter Carter again. Go Niners. We got Brent Jones. There's another 49er to go with our mirror autograph, so that's pretty cool. And then we ended up with Chet Brooks. So back-to-back packs, finishing with back-to-back Niners. Now you guys know why I loved the 90s so much. Hopefully, we'll start making some noise here again soon. But back in the day, we were the team to beat. Out of question. And we got Randall Cunningham, Team MVP Anthony Miller, Team MVP John Stevens, and then another Jeff George. Man, they like Jeff George, that's for sure. Dexter Hilliard, John Taylor, another all-time 49er great receiver, go Niners, Anthony Miller, Hassan Jones, another checklist, Mark Bayless, and Cortez Kennedy. Coming down to the last few packs. I know this video has been long, but back in the 90s, man, they put a lot of cards in the box. And I just wanted to kind of take some time, dive in here, and see what we can find. So there we go. Turn these around. Sam Mills, Al Baker, Eric McMillan, Vance Johnson, Keith Jackson again, Bernie Blades, Marlon Butts. We got a team MVP, Jerry Rice, go Niners, and Pat Swillen, team MVP. And then we got an artist rendition for Derek Thomas, Nate Odoms, and Gerald Williams. Falling short a little bit on the Montana insert series cards, but did find a lot of other cool things in this pack. So we got Steve Jordan, Bruce Hill, Carl Zander, Art Monk, Albert Lewis, Reggie White, Team MVP, John L. Williams, Team MVP, Otis Anderson, and Collector's Choice Artist for Anthony Miller again. 2 packs left. Still would like to find another one of those insert cards. But maybe it's just not in the cards today. Steve Walsh, Thane Gash, James Thornton, John Elway, Billy Ray Smith, Robert Blackman, Ronnie Harmon, Wayne Haddix, Team MVP, and Dennis Bird, Team MVP. Collector's Choice for Johnny Johnson, Sam Clancy, and Gary Anderson. So last pack in this break. We got a pile of trash piled up over here. Let's see. There we go. Herschel Walker, Harry Hamilton, Simon Fletcher, Kevin Mack, Dexter Carter, again, go Niners, Clyde Simmons, Fred Stokes, Mike Saxon. We got Ernest Biner, Team MVP, Randall Cunningham, Team MVP. And then we finish this one off with Mr. Vinny Testaverde from Tampa Bay. Throwback, quarterback for sure. Artist rendition. Nice way to finish the pack. So we did get one of our missing insert cards. So we have now 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Just missing number 8. And then a header card. And I think we finish up that set. So that is pretty cool. Got a lot of base sitting here. Ton of Niner cards. All of those were 49er cards. So I'm pretty excited about that. We did get 2 key rookies. We got Brett Favre rookie, and we got our Ricky Waters rookie. We got a ton of the artist rendition cards as well. So pretty stoked about picking those up. And then the season leader cards. But again, we did get our 1 missing card. So we're now only missing 2. I think I have a couple more boxes of this. I'll space them out and break those at a later time. But thank you guys for watching this one. That's going to do it. As always, like, comment, subscribe. Tell me what you think. Ring that bell so you know when we put up another video. And until our next one, go grab some packs. Bust them open. See what you get.